Number 15 wants us to find the eighth term of a binomial. So we have been given x plus 5 raised to the 10th, and we are interested in the eighth term. So we're going to build this term out. So we want a sub 8. All right, we know there's going to be a binomial coefficient, which we find using the choose formula. We know we're going to have our x variable raised to some power, and we know we're going to have our second 5-term variable, well, it's not really a variable, it's the constant 5, also raised to some power. Now, what's the relationship between all these things? Well, we know 10 goes here because we have a 10 in the exponent. All right? If I'm wanting to build the eighth term, I know that the eighth term is always one more than the second term's exponent. So I know that this has to be a 7. And I also know that the sum of the two exponents has to be 10. So therefore, this has to be 3. 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I also know that the first exponent always matches the binomial coefficient on the bottom. A lot of information there, but that's how you do it. So we need to figure out what all these things are. 10 choose 3 is the number 120. You can do that part in your calculator. And this is how you do it. You would take 10, and then you would go over to the math button. Then you go over to PRB. And then you go down to option 3. So I have 10, and then I have C, and then I want 3 there, because I want 10 choose 3. And look, I'm getting 120, so I knew that one ahead of time, okay? Then I also need the number 5 raised to the 7th power. So 5 raised to the 7th power is a value of 78,125, okay? So this value is 78,125. So far, this is what it's looking like. I have 120, x to the third, times 78,125. So then I need to multiply these two numbers together in the calculator, and it gives you 9,375,000 x to the third. So 9,375,000 x to the third is the eighth term of that binomial expansion.